Hey guys, I was going to check in today and do another book talk. Again, today this is a book I don't have with me. It's in my classroom, but it is one that's accessible as an audiobook on Hoopla, and I'll talk again about where you can go to access that and how you can access that later. Okay, today's book is called Outrun the Moon, and it's by Stacey Lee. It's a really fun historical fiction book. I'm usually a hard sell on historical fiction if it's not from very specific time periods, but this one was pretty interesting, and I'd be excited to listen to it in audiobook format. I think this would be a really good book to listen to. So, on to the summary. 15-year-old Mercy Wong is determined to break from the poverty of Chinatown, San Francisco in 1906, and an education at St. Clair's School for Girls is her best hope. Although St. Clair's is off limits to all but the wealthiest white girls, Mercy gains admittance through a mix of cunning and a little bribery, only to discover that getting in was the easiest part. Not to be undone by a bunch of spoiled heiresses, Mercy stands strong until disaster strikes. On April 18th, a historic earthquake rocks San Francisco, destroying Mercy's home and school. Now she's forced to wait with her classmates for their families in a temporary park encampment. Though fires might rage and the city may be in shambles, Mercy can't sit by while they wait for the army to bring help. She still has the bossy cheeks that mark her as someone who gets things done. But what can one teenage girl do to heal so many suffering in her broken city? So the first thing that I really liked about this book was the setting. You don't often read books that are set in the early 1900s, or at least I don't, and it also had the very different settings of Mercy's home in Chinatown and then the school that she ends up going to, and there's very different types of people in both of those places. Mercy very much feels at home in Chinatown with her family, but she does want to kind of escape this poverty that her family has been forced to live in for so many years, and she knows that she can do that through access to education. And I really like her storyline, and I like how it has her interacting with lots of different places that I wasn't familiar with. I also really liked Mercy as a character. She is tenacious, she's spunky, she's really compassionate, and she fights for what she believes in, and she fights hard. She has lots of things kind of going against her in this time period as an Asian American and as a girl, and she triumphs despite anything that kind of pushes back against her, even in the situation of the earthquake that ends up happening. I also really liked how the earthquake, which becomes sort of the central conflict, is presented in the story. If you're a fan of the I Survived books, I really liked how almost the entire second half of this book focuses on the earthquakes, its effect on the city, and then how Mercy and the other characters interact with this new landscape of destruction within San Francisco. Like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, the audiobook of Outrun the Moon is available on Hoopla. You can head there on your tablet, your phone, your Chromebook, whatever device you've got, search for the title and it'll come up. And it'll be available for, I want to say 21 days, and you can listen to it at your leisure. It is also really neat to notice that Stacey Lee has other texts that are available as an ebook or as an audiobook on Hoopla as well.